The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
So here are the Cardinals now with a long field ahead. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 62 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
When you look at this defense,
we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that it's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
And that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Looking to throw. Rich.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Rich. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 75 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
To throw on second down, Rich. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Back to throw. Rich. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to the first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Taken from just outside the 30. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
You look at this Arizona defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside the top 10, defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
At the 4-yard line.
Pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Witherspoon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind current.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 36. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard.
Looking to throw. Rich firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the defense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now. Toronto in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rich.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Rich. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go.
They'll be searching to dent the scoreboard for the first time, now down 8-0 as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, Witherspoon down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now back to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
He'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are back within a couple of the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And this is now a 1-point game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
from the gun. They'll try to run it. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about...
Throwing on first down. Rich. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Rich. It's a short one here. Complete to his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. There's a nice move.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to...
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bisons are able to stretch out their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough To keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his throw is incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think.
Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. They go play action here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
Off play action. Rich. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from.
On 1st down, Rich. His throw incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Rich. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
On 1st and 10, Rich. And he's got it, complete to Fowler. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Toronto first down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And an 11-point game there as they come upon halftime. The Black Knights locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we'll take a trip east to check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers able to keep their slim playoff hopes alive as they run their mark to 4-6 on the year. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Anthony Richardson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. For this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
They'll run on first down. Holiday. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Throwing on first down. Rich. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that payoff in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. look to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw here.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 2.
Up the middle they go.
Witherspoon. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain block. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time, multiple guys get to it.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment defense.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles
Still 2nd down.
right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Back to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 8.
And they send Carmichael in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
On third down, Rich. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw. Rich to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point. A couple extra tight ends are in. Third and goal from the 1. And they'll run again. And this time he's in for the touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point attempt to come here. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Holiday. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Back to throw. Rich firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bisons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 19-point game. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On 1st down, Holiday. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, it's Fowler. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Holiday. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. Looking to throw. Rich. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cardinals' 14-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Holiday trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Rich. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is a phrase they take seriously. And guess what? That was probably going to backfire.
At the 10-yard line.
On 1st down, Rich. And this one's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that was
touchdown from 10 yards out. And the Bisons are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the 4th quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
39, Cardinals 10.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he comes back with one complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. They'll look to throw again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll try the left side. Witherspoon. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 38. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Rich. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, It's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
2nd and 6.
At the 41-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's got this down to the 35. They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Cardinals first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 4 yards out.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On 2nd down, Holiday. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Toronto, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.